Hi, my name is Event Horizon, and I am the Draconicus Spirit of Destruction. Gather around, kids, we're in for a most interesting situation. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Now I want you to repeat after me. I am a sellout.
I am a sellout.
But I am a successful sellout.
But I am a success... well...
I went down and hid videos on my channel that I knew new subscribers weren't going to like.
Okay, look, I won't lie to you. I've said some stuff that was wrong for me to say, and I've put away those videos because they no longer represent what my channel stands for now. Actually, you know what? The fandom and the general public has just been misunderstanding me the entire time, you see. I've actually never done anything wrong in my entire life. It's wrong of me, sure, but at least I'm admitting that I'm wrong about it. And I want to go through an earnest effort to turn around and rectify what I've been doing. At least, on my channel anyway.
Kill yourself, fuck.
That's freaking hilarious!
I'm what I'd like to call an equestrian spiritologist. Oh god, I'm analyzing a pony show. What am I doing with my life? Haven't you noticed it's been used in kind of a weird way? Spirit of, spirit of, spirit of. Today, class, we'll be covering what a spirit is in terms of the equestrian universe. In order to understand the possibility of there being a Draconicus race, we first have to understand why they would need to exist in the first place. This school of thought is guaranteed to be infinitely more comprehensible than anything this show is going to do on the matter, so be prepared if they decide to touch the subject at all for me to be wrong on quite a few fronts. Seriously guys, this show is harder to watch than KP on my Twitter feed. Discord is the spirit of chaos, and to my knowledge no one's really talked about this. At least, I think no one has. I don't really watch anyone anymore. Anyway, remember when I said that the main six being called the spirits of the elements of harmony meant that, you know, you don't need to look like anything to be considered a spirit of something? Well, I think that connection goes a lot deeper than that, and I'm going to show you in a brand new segment that I'm calling Watch a Loser Overanalyze a Kid's Show for About $2 in ad revenue. I'm going to start by doing something weird, but there is a method to this madness. Let's separate the elements of harmony from the magic that they possess, because there is a difference in the two, and not because I'm trying to find a way past the elements of harmony's power to overthrow Celestia's rule and claim Equestria for myself. The element of kindness is a butterfly-shaped gem that is the core source of, let's call it, kindness magic. Fluttershy is the spirit of kindness, as confirmed by the pilot episode, and is the most capable pony of wielding said kindness magic by means of the element of kindness. The element of loyalty is a lightning bolt-shaped artifact that holds the purest essence of loyalty magic. Rainbow Dash is the spirit of loyalty, the one who wields loyalty magic through the element of loyalty. How about one more? The element of generosity is a rhombus-shaped jewel responsible for possessing the most powerful accessible concentration of generosity magic. Rarity, the spirit of generosity, is its sole representative and uses her given power to spread its influence. Get it now? The elements themselves are just artifacts. They're a physical object that has no control over itself. The magic behind it is what we want to focus on. It's capable of a range of things, from changing the shape of its gem to combining with its counterparts to commit a wide array of tasks. The magic behind the elements are specialized types of magic. Generosity, laughter, friendship, kindness. These types appear to be the most powerful and the most specific in their objective. Let's make a hierarchy. These specialized types of magic are at the top. We can call it specialized magic, school of magic, elements of magic, whatever. It could be all three of those. Specialized magic exists on its own. They are sources of themselves. They appear to have some sort of consciousness because of how intentional their behavior is. They inhabit objects, they call to certain ponies that would be best to wield their power, etc. Alright, so what would be the level below? One that's optional, that of a solid, tangible artifact. It could be anything, really. That's the point of magic. The artifact in this case is the element of harmony. I'll explain why this is optional later. Then we have the chosen living being to wield that power. Again, also optional, as I'm going to explain later. This is our spirit, the only being capable of using such power as chosen from the magic itself. Apparently spirits are the only ones that can wield this specialized magic at the level of power that they do. Hence why they are referred to as the spirit and not a spirit. So to summarize, at the top we have the magic itself, which can choose to possess an artifact artifact to aid a living representative that is called a spirit. Thus far, candidates for the spirit title seem to have some common ground. A spirit can be any race of pony. Considering this is magic that we're dealing with, I'm assuming this is because that all ponies are magic sensitive. Recalling that Discord is not a pony, I might extend the spirit umbrella to any magical creatures, maybe sentient I would say. They need to display and have some resolve in their hearts to be the most passionate about this aspect of magic, for it seems as if winners are chosen intentionally and not really by rolling a pair of dice. However, we would do well to think that spirit themselves seem to be optional. We're getting further down on the speculation spectrum now, but I mean, whatever, if you're still here, I've definitely got your attention. The elements of harmony seem to be one group of magic. There exists kindness in the world of Equestria, of course, and there exists kindness magic per se. There exists laughter in the world of Equestria, and there exists laughter magic per se. Now, this is going to sound like a logical fallacy, and I admit it's a bit of a stretch, but it does make sense. I personally believe, in my opinion, that there would be other forms of magic for other qualities of living as well. Magic of humility, excitement, protection, wisdom, intellect, music, much more too. Why? Because all of these elements are present in Equestria and they all have an influence on the flow of events and the flow of other types of magic. However, we see no spirits for literally anything I just mentioned. We see no artifacts for anything I just mentioned. Hence why I call the lower two levels of the magical hierarchy optional. It still exists, just in its influence and not through any artifact or book or gem, nor does it have a chosen spirit to help spread its influence more directly. Okay, so why am I talking about this? Well, what is a spirit? It's a being that is intentionally chosen to wield a specialized form of magic, directly from its purest source with the purpose of spreading its influence for whatever benefit it might have in the world of Equestria. Discord is a spirit. Let that sink in. Discord is the spirit of chaos, keeper of chaos magic. Discord is a spirit. Bloody hell. Now let's get into some of those implications about Discord being a spirit. Discord is currently not a pony. No pony has been the spirit of a negative aspect of life's magic before. This means that either ponies cannot, because by nature they are more positive because of the world of Equestria, or because they're more naturally positive, negative magic does not tend to choose them to be spirits and instead prefer others. Now, assuming that there would be other Draconequui, they would be a perfect fit, since they seem to be the opposite of ponies in many different aspects, but we're not going to discuss that in this video, that's for another time. Discord is not shown to need the aid of an element to wield chaos magic, playing back into that hierarchy I made earlier, meaning that either a Draconicus is a naturally more powerful creature in magic, or negative magic tends not to want to gate itself through an artifact and instead would rather be used directly. Those are just two, we can get into more later. Now let's tie all of this into what it could mean for our Draconicus race, which is the point of the entire series anyway. So, since we have countless ponies practicing a wide range of magic and only one Draconicus who is an equestrian spirit, we can take away two assumptions from this. Draconequui practiced a wide range of magic and Discord is a survivor or still present because of his magical abilities, or two, that there were only a few Draconequui with enhanced magical abilities, probably spirits of all negative aspects. I'm going to go with the less retarded of the two and say that Draconequui were more than likely the latter, giving us a dragon-type status in Equestria, but that's for the next video if it ever even gets here. Hopefully now you've gained a deeper appreciation for the specialized, more powerful magic of Equestria and the spirits that are chosen to wield them. Anyway, some more updates. These videos are kind of really hard to make, so if you enjoyed this and you want more, be sure to tell me in the comments because those really help me. And if you didn't enjoy it and you hate my guts, I'm especially looking forward to yours. I still don't really know how to end videos, so friendship is magic. God, I'm really gonna have to change that someday.